Now, Jack, a completely unrelated question. Do you like Mr. Beast?
No.
Jack.
Oh! Do you think Mr. Beast ruined YouTube?
Yes. Ooh. Now, in all honesty, Jack, why?
Because it became more about views, money, and popularity than it did about having fun.
You just don't think you had fun playing Squid Games? You don't think you had fun riding on yachts? Building wells in Africa? I don't know.
If he had fun doing those videos, they'd be longer. We'd see the fun.
Ooh.
Thought you were going to get me that one, didn't you?
Who's the issue that you hate the most?
I don't know. There's a lot of groomers and pedophiles on our platform.
Now, Jack.
Okay, so, and this is Mr. Beast's response. So I ruined YouTube because I didn't buy a mansion and sports cars and instead reinvested my money into making content / focused on doing good and inspiring kids to help people. If he had fun, the videos would be longer. What does that even mean? You think I'd give up every hour of my life for 14 years if I didn't have fun? This clip is insanely disrespectful, IMO, and obviously there is so much I could say about his content, but I'll just take the punches and be the bigger man, Sigh.
Can you pull up H3's response as well within that tweet, if you can?
Where he was like, oh, Daddy Jimmy. No, let me stop.
All right, bro. Oh my god.
Damn,
Yo,
I ain't gonna lie. He
nigga,
ended the tweet with saying, "I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a Jimmy dick sucker, but all right."
What? What?
No, it is a lot.
Butt is crazy. I'm not a dick sucker. But
That's what it felt like, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
So this is right underneath. Oh, James deleted it. He's wrong for that, Jimmy. And mind you, this is to Mr. Beast because this is the original video.
Damn.
He's wrong for that, Jimmy. And no disrespect to Jacksepticeye. He's a nice guy by all accounts, but he spent the majority of his career power posting 2 Let's Plays per day. You don't post that hard unless you're trying to make a lot of money. Let's be real. And dude, you post Let's Plays, not exactly the pinnacle of artistry and effort. Also, there was this revisionist history of a utopian YouTube where no one cared about views and everyone was having fun all the time is total BS. I actually agree with that one. Mm-hmm. The only difference between now and then is that Jimmy has absolutely dominated the space in a way nobody has ever before, making YouTube content or making content no one has ever made before. Actually, maybe the first time in YouTube history where the number one person is also making the best content. Also, a rising tide lifts all boats. He is doing more for the platform and legitimizing YouTubers than anyone before. Jake, if you aren't having fun on YouTube, I'd recommend looking inward. I'm not a Mr. Beast dick sucker. I don't know if we can say that at all, but this is all just objective truth. And trust me, I know a hater when I see one because I am one. Yo, that's crazy.
He literally got done typing that tweet, got off his knees, moved the pillows, and wiped his mouth, and then hit send. Because boy,
no, and then he went back down for more. He said, "Oh, there's a little dribble."
Oh my god,
that's what that was.
Oh my god,
ranch.
Some ranch left. All right, bro. Oh man, I left a little bit of Zanch on you, Jimmy. Hold on, let me get that Zanch. All right, buddy.
James.
All right. I will say this. One, I don't know who Jacksepticeye is, but that's a funny ass name. I'm only calling him Jacksepticeye from now on. But the only thing I will say, because Jake has been posting hella content, he probably did come from the era of YouTube where them niggas genuinely didn't care. I will give him that leeway a bit. But yeah, this whole idea that, YouTube was just this land of niggas posting pointless videos for no gain. You started posting your oldest video, unless you deleted some, which I'm assuming he did, was in 2013. So, I mean, even at that point, there was people trying to make some money, caring about their views on their platform, even at that point in time. That was extreme dick sucking hate from Jacksepticeye on his part. You literally don't like Mr. Beast. You think he ruined YouTube because his videos aren't longer. His average videos is going anywhere between, depending on what the video is and what he's doing, but from 8, 12, 15, 20 minutes. I don't know how much fun you're expecting to see in the video. I don't know why he needs to post 35, 40-minute videos to show that he's having fun, but the dude is literally creating change. The dude is literally a philanthropist. He's giving back every moment, every chance that he gets. He's changing lives and is just trying to help as many people as possible. And you one of the fucking top 1% of fucking YouTube at a point, or still is. I don't know what your Jacksepticeye views are looking like now, but you are one of those people who was on a Markiplier level, that PewDiePie group of people. Like you are a pioneer on YouTube. So for you to whip out the haterade and get the gawking unprompted is crazy. You could have just said, "Nah, I don't like him. It is what it is. I'm just not a fan of the content." You could have said that, but if he was he's faking it. All that philanthropy shit, to hate on the niggas hustle or hate on him just trying to make the world a better place, nothing but hate. Literally, the things you don't like are positive things because you think he's faking. Maybe because you're a scumbag, you have scumbags in your friend group, or you know other scumbags in your field, you assume, oh, no, this guy's too good to be true. He's a scumbag. That's some dick suck. You suck harder than fucking H Street. And he went for second and thirds.
I agree with a lot of what Dom says. I'm not going to reiterate it. The only thing I will add is I feel like when it comes to these discussions, people just, it shows that we all live in bubbles. I'm not going to say that I'm exempt from living in a bubble, but comments like this, I feel like really show that certain creators just live in certain bubbles, because YouTube is so much bigger than just Mr. Beast. You know what I'm saying? So I understand Mr. Beast is the biggest YouTuber on the platform. A lot of people know about Mr. Beast. But to say he's ruined YouTube when there's so many different creators thriving on YouTube, to me, is absolutely insane. You know what I'm saying? Like, short form creators are succeeding. Extremely long form creators are succeeding. There's a lot of great live streams and podcasts that are succeeding on YouTube that aren't so like audience retention, make everything about money type shit. I don't know. Over the last year, there's this whole side of YouTube that just like, they talk about the artistry of YouTube and how it's ruined nowadays, when in reality, bro, the content is out there. Even with the Mr. Beastification of YouTube, the content is still out there, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That shit is still thriving. There's still a lot of content creators making content that isn't just Mr. Beast type of content. The shit that we're doing is not Mr. Beast type of content, and we're thriving. So, you know, this idea that he ruined YouTube, in my opinion, is just insane dick suck, and get the fuck out your bubble, bro. But on the contrary, I will say just this notion that you can't like Mr. Beast content, and if you don't like it, you're a hater. I disagree with that. I'm not saying Damo said that, but that is another narrative going around the internet. Like, oh, how could you not like Mr. Beast content, man? This is the best of the best. Yo, bro, sometimes like his style of content isn't for everyone, and I also think that's fine. So,
I'm not gonna cap. That was like textbook definition of random dick suck, if you ask me. But I want to say I truly see where he's coming from, but I don't like the points made. If you think that he's like not enjoying his content, cool. That's even somewhat likely depending on how successful the YouTuber is, and considering he's Mr. Beast, fine. But the content he makes, your argument being minutes just right then and there doesn't make sense. Why? I mean, you could argue, I guess he fakes it. I guess it'd be extreme lengths. But essentially, you saying that, yeah, these 24-hour videos where the footage, even if it's half of it, even if it's 2 hours, that he's cut it down to 8 minutes, therefore he's not having fun. That just doesn't even make that don't even seem logical. To tell you the truth, maybe I don't fully understand YouTube. It's easy to cook my channel, so by all means, tell me I don't understand YouTube. But by even just the sheer logic, that just doesn't really add up. And then on top of that, obviously the things he's done, if I have to add a bit more context, I just don't truly understand how it annoys you to the point where, how do you feel about Mr. Beast? And then just going a tirade like that. I don't know if it's jealousy. I don't know if it is true, genuine emotion or something in between. But it was just like very, very, very random of a take to have. And the worst part is it's poorly like argued. If it was, and I'm not the king of debate, king arguer over here, not even close, but I would just like to hear a better reasoning, if any fucking thing, not to reiterate what the two co-hosts above me had said and talk about obviously it just being insane random dick suck yet again.
I think the other thing that I want to, and Bezos brought it up, and I just want to elaborate on this. Please, this is only furthering the parasocial relationships that people have with content creators. Guys, I do have fun doing this.
Right.
There's money involved. I know that that's a shocker. I know that that's like a secret or whatever, but with all these folks, the views matter, the money matters, getting yellow mark matters. And if that was the case, I would ask Buddy, because I know his process just like everybody else's process. Unless he does, he could be the outlier, but I doubt it because he's a YouTuber for 11 years. Why don't you just let every one of your videos be yellowed? Why don't you set all your things as charity stuff? Why don't you let everything just, go and not worry about it being demonetized? Just make the best video you can. Copyright claims don't matter, et cetera, et cetera. Because it's about money. Like it's about money. Money at the end of the day, in the beginning of the night. Sure, this is fun. And I'm glad he loves, because I think he's a video game YouTuber. I'm glad he loves playing video games and making YouTube content, but it's about making some dollars involved in this. Now, I think Mr. Beast, there can be people that write those think pieces, and you might be able to have a kind of conversation with those people. But specifically for Mr. Beast, it's hard to find hate in anything that he does.
Isn't that putting up Wilt?
He's like he's a PG content creator. Well, PG. He's like a PG content creator, dog. He gives away stuff. What can you hate about that content? Because it's too fast. It's not video games. It's not whatever. Cut it off. Cut it off. If that's not what you want to see, cut it off. And if your specific point was to be mad, because some people have been mad before about like how people copy his content and he's curated this style or whatever, then that could be the case. But based off of what he said, his reasons were stupid garbage.
Yeah, this idea that money has never been a big part of the top of YouTube is just
insane. God, please.
Like even in the Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Team 10 era, Rice Gum era YouTube, flexing all over the place. I feel like what Mr. Beast just did was, okay, this is what works on YouTube. Let me just take this shit to the next level. I'm not really doing anything. Well, the ideas were new. I will say that. But this idea of, using money in order to build and maintain an influence at the top of the game, shit is not new. And once he found and created a blueprint, everyone just took the shit and ran with it. That's not really his fault, you know what I'm saying? So
this guy, I'm looking at his video game channel too. Mm-hmm. Look, bro, you benefited from being first. You got a bump because of some other factors that I don't know if we can say or not, but skin color, like there's a bunch of things that you got bumps from. And like H3 said, I can see it right now. You are not the pinnacle of creativity. I'm sorry, and this is going to sound disrespectful for all the gamers out there, but you play video games, dog. I don't want to hear, to me, this is the same thing as any dumbed down version of any other art form, since you want to look at YouTube as an art form and be hypercritical about this. You play PC games online and you scream at the camera. But I don't like your content. How about that? Because you play PC games and you scream at the camera. Ain't nothing creative about nothing that you do.
I mean, it's clear, hey, when you got a nigga that's playing fucking Happy Tree Friends or whatever the fuck he plays, and we got a nigga that's playing these PC games, and a Jacksepticeye kind of nigga that plays those type of games, saying what Mr. Beast is doing isn't creative or he killed the creativity, anything like that. Frame one hate. Immediate dick suck, immediate glaze. I see through the genjutsu, my nigga, because there's no way we're about to have this conversation about creativity and what you're doing when you, in fact, just play a little fucking game on your. And I'm not saying gaming content isn't, you can't be creative with gaming content. Your gaming content is definitely not creative. Yeah. It's not. It wasn't creative. It wasn't creative 6 years ago when you were super popping. It wasn't creative then. I know damn sure it's not now. I could guarantee you it's not that creative now. It wasn't creative then.
Yeah, that shit just ass, bro. Even when we be going at creators and content and shit, I've always just been of the mindset like, do niggas who critique the content sometimes, do they not even like while they're speaking or after they say something even sit back and be like, okay, I'm a creator too. Like, let's really think about this shit. Like, I don't make titles and thumbnails that will get views while also having fun making the content. The games you play, while I'm 99% sure there's been games that you've wanted to play, but you know them shits wouldn't get views, so you didn't play them, and vice versa. There's been games that you've been like, I guess I'll play it, or I'll play it, but I'll diss it, or I must play it because I know for a fact that it get views. I just don't understand how, like, that disconnect happens between other creators when it comes to shit like that. Because like when creators critique other content, I like the shit to either be A, genuine, B, straight up just an opinion, or C, like an exposed type thing. Like if you're telling the truth, fine. But when you're making an assumption that a nigga isn't enjoying the content that he makes and that he's faking all that shit, it's just like, okay, what basis do you have to stand on? Oh shit, that 90% of the content creation is, granted, you're making it sound way more villainous. All right, bro, chatting.